are sold by the octaves. And if you can see the colors down there, the first octave is just those middle bells from like middle C up to the next C. And then they go out from there and get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. As you can see down there, St. John's owns a 4-octave set of bells. Mr. Muller and I are blessed to own our own 3-octave set, which I've been taken into the city. And then we have a borrowed 4th octave, so we got a lot of bells that we can work with, which is awesome. So we can never be too big of a group. So, all you adults, if you'd like to play bells with the adults, there is room for you. So, remember that. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. Marks. It had 8 notes, which is always a challenge sometimes. And that's what tells us what to do. There are different symbols, letters in the music. So not only are they looking for notes, but they're also looking for, is it telling me to leave vibrate? Is it telling me to pluck? Is it telling me to do a mart or a mart lift? So it's a lot of stuff that they've got to look for in the music too. So there'll be some, I think there's another slide, Mr. Miller. There you go. So that kind of shows you some of the things that we see in the music so we know what to do. On our next piece, we have, again, these are borrowed, but I've got a 4th and 5th octave set of chimes. Almost sounds like an organ pipe when we play them. So John is going to play the chime, and Mariah has a chime on this one, and then the chime gets kind of passed around as we need it for different songs. symbols that we might see. We saw those tower swing in the first piece, leave, vibrate. So there's a lot of things, again, that they have to like look out for in the music also. Okay, ready? This is a fun one. F sharps, please. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's page turns, and they can be tricky sometimes. Quig, good way to work through that. Your page would not turn, would it? And you kept having to hold that music and still play at the same time. So that happens. Sometimes it just doesn't go. So that was a piece that was a little more complicated and with page turns. Fun fact, every church in Europe, every cathedral in Europe has its very own ringtone. Well, that sounds really modern, but you know what I mean. So they have their very own carillon pattern, and it's their distinct call to worship. And I think there's another slide, Mr. Mueller, maybe? Maybe not. Nope, there'll be more trivia on that later. I'll be in a minute. Let's go. On three, yes. Very good, good. Ready? I'm going to do 2 counts. 1, 2. why handbells were created. Because those ringers who were playing the big carillons, they were out in the elements, out in the weather, it was cold, and any mistake they made, the entire village heard. So they created handbells so that they could practice. And so these are actually called English handbells. And if you're part of the guild, it's the American English Handbell Guild. So this is a tricky piece. It's 6/8 time. So 6 beats in a measure. The 8th note gets 1 count. It's Oh Holy Night. It's a beautiful piece. So count, okay, and relax. We got this. Okay, ready? Yes. There we go. All set, bass clap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shelling ring. Would you like to demonstrate that? Get 2 notes for the effort of 1. So it's very cool because we were doubling the melody, so she needed to play that high note, and so that's another technique that we've learned. This last one is interactive. You get to sing with us, okay? The words will be on the screen down there. Mr. Whoop will start playing when you should come in to sing. And there's 3 verses of Joy to the World. And like I say, it's just neat to celebrate with them the gift of music, neat to celebrate with them the gift of Christmas music and the message that that brings. So thank you all for coming tonight. So sing loud. Mr. Muller, we're on to the, if we could go to the next one. Okay, I guess we need to start playing first. Okay, ready? So 1 to 28, back to 9 to 28. And then 9 to the, yeah, I guess, okay. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. for the Christmas service, the children's Christmas service. So they have worked hard. I think you can tell that. And they've accomplished a lot. We came in with a couple brand new ringers, some who have just played chimes, like in 2nd and 3rd grade. So I just think they've done a marvelous job. So thank you for the opportunity to work with them. It's just been a joy. So thanks for coming. Thank you. Okay. And you guys will be back with your names. We played school beings.